I'm pleased to welcome our friends and colleagues at Reputation.ca, who are here to give us just a little bit more information about their products and services, which we potentially would be able to reach out to and use and help our customers to engage if the right scenario came up. And I know that the guys will kind of talk through different scenarios, but for me, I can really see us using these services potentially for a person or an individual, and also for a business. So really this does apply to kind of all of our incident response teams across the business. So yeah, really pleased that you've all joined, and hope you all take a lot away from today's session. And yeah, without further ado, I'll hand over to the Reputation guys and let them introduce themselves. And if you've got any questions, I'm sure there'll be opportunity for that throughout the presentation. So Matt and Michael, I'll hand it over to you.
Hi, my name is Matt Earle. I'm the president of Reputation.ca. We've also got Mike Pennick. He's our director of sales, and he can be a contact or resource if you have any further questions after this presentation. So basically, I'll get right into it. We're Reputation.ca. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit about the company. So our company was founded in 2011. So we've been in business for almost 10 years. We've helped thousands of clients with their online reputation, and we serve individual and corporate clients all across North America. So we probably 60% of our clients are just people. When they Google their name, they want better search results, and 40% are companies and brands that like you search for the brand or company and they want better search results. We've been in the media a lot, been on TV, received a lot of kind of coverage on the company when it first came out. And yeah, we've got a great track record and want to help more people. We operate under 3 brands. So the first brand is called Reputation.ca. We actually own that domain name, obviously, so you can just go to Reputation.ca to see our website. And that's our Canadian online reputation management company. And then we have a second brand, RepuSure. So we offer reputation protection plans. So it's almost like reputation insurance. You pay one annual fee, and then if you have any online reputation problems throughout the year, we solve them. And we offer this for businesses and for individuals. And then in 2018, we acquired a US online reputation management company called Online Defamation Defenders. And that's kind of a word mouthful, so we shortened it to OnDefDef. And we sell in all across the United States, offering similar services to Reputation.ca. You'll be dealing with Reputation.ca, so focus on that. And if you're going to talk to your clients, talk about that. I'll go through today's agenda, basically what I'm going to talk about today. So the first thing is why online reputation is important. And then I'll talk a little bit about how our solution works, and then which services we use to address these problems. And then I'll show you our software. So, you know, I have a software development background. We built custom software to track online reputations. And I'll show you a little bit about that. And then when we think you should call us, like what triggers you should use in your, like I know you're doing a whole bunch of things to remedy these cyber problems, but you know, in your head, you kind of go, oh, that I need to call Reputation.ca. And so we call those triggers. And then lastly, the engagement process for actually working with our company. And we'll go through that. So first off, why online reputation is important. The facts. Ever wonder what people are saying about you online? 79% of internet users have used search engines to find information about people they meet online. So people really Google other people a lot. 46% of internet users search online to find information about people from their past. So your classmates, people you've dated, things like that. They'll go, oh, I wonder how that person's doing. They'll Google the person, they'll find information about them. Ever wonder what kind of footprint you're leaving behind? 31% of employed internet users have searched online for information about coworkers. And the internet never forgets. So things posted on Facebook, Twitter, blogs, comments, forums, etc., if they're tied to your real name, they're not going to go away. They just sit there and are accessible by search engines. 36% of internet users have looked online for more information about someone they were dating or in a relationship with. These stats are actually 3 or 4 years old, and I bet you these numbers have gone up a lot. You meet someone on Tinder or different websites like that, and you'll Google them and find out more information about them. The numbers add up. What people see when they Google you or your company is very important. The effects are immediate, severe, and irreparable. This is where your reputation is defined. Someone will take what they find on Google and hold a high importance to that, despite what you're marketing or what you tell them, etc. What matters to people? Building your brand on a personal and professional level, protecting the image you've set out to create. These are just what is important when you think about your online reputation. What does this mean for you? If people find you have a bad reputation, you will be less likely to reach your goals, aspirations, and career success. Everyone has a reputation to protect, and this is how we can help. First off, why you need Reputation.ca. We've been in business for almost 10 years. We offer complete confidentiality. So when we engage with someone, we never gossip about it or talk about it. All our employees sign agreements not to talk about it. We have expert knowledge with proven results. This is, over the years, we've invested a lot in our software, in what the services we provide to be able to control Google, to be able to get results for our clients. It's an ongoing kind of process, but we kind of invest a lot in that. We're very service oriented. So, our goal is complete customer satisfaction. We're polite, we're courteous, we make our meetings, all of that kind of stuff. Also, we have custom reporting software. So this is an advantage over a lot of other reputation management companies who are going out and making Excel spreadsheets to track search results and things like that. We've actually built software that gives us an edge on that. We focus on what we do best, and you should as well. We keep your identity clean so you can focus on your business. These are the services we offer to individuals when they have reputation problems. So just to clarify what a reputation problem is, basically you Google your name. You write, for example, I write Matt Earle into Google and I start looking down the results, and the third result says, Matt Earle's a really bad guy. And it's some blog written by someone that's kind of putting me down. That affects my real life, because I go and meet someone, I say, hi, I'm Matt Earle. I want to do business with you. I'm married, but if I wanted to date someone, I could say, why don't you go on a date with me? And my name's Matt Earle. They Google me, they see that blog, and I can't achieve my goals in my life. So we have developed services to get that negative content, so it's not number 3 in Google for my name. It's either deleted or pushed out of the search results. So pushing things out of the search results, like getting that bad content from number 3 to like number 11, 12, 13 in Google, so it's off the first page. We call that personal suppression. We basically learn lots about the person, get them interviewed, get them published on things, build LinkedIn profiles, websites about them. Second thing is public relations strategy. So we'll meet the person and figure out how we could pitch them to the media, and then get them quoted in media articles. If they're prominent people, get a profile written about them. We do this all the time for people. The third is guaranteed deletions. So through like legal processes, like going back to that example of that blog, through legal processes and various techniques we've used, we have a huge contact network of all the bad websites you can get content written about you on. Through various processes, we can get content deleted. So we delete it from the website, and then Google just updates in a week, and it'll be gone from Google. For all our clients, the first 3 services are to fix problems, but we also want to monitor the problems and make sure we're aware of any new problems that come up. So we offer search engine and media monitoring using our software and a proprietary, a third-party software we use for media monitoring as well. So these are the services for individuals. We also offer services for companies. Business suppression is much the same kind of service as for personal, but we get nice articles, nice content, profiles, websites written about the business, about the brand. And then public relations strategy, same idea. We reach out to the media and try and pitch the business, get the business hooked into trends and you know, sell the business to reporters and try and get coverage on the business. The third, which is unique to businesses, is reviews management. So businesses have a reputation on Google, on Yelp, on different websites for their specific business, you know, like the star rating. So this business is 3 out of 5 star rating, you see, that's called, we try and affect that, because if you have like a 1.2 out of 5, say it's a restaurant, nobody's going to eat there. Say it's a window company, nobody's going to use you. They'll Google you, see your low rating and go, I don't want to be another angry person like these other people. So we do reviews management, which is a bunch of techniques to get that rating up and improve that rating. The last is search engine and media monitoring, which we also offer for businesses. And so we do all of these things for all of our clients in different customized combinations. I'll just give you a quick overview of our software. So what our software does is it takes a picture of your search results every day. So on the right is a starting point, like the day the person comes to us, we take a picture of their search results. And because you've probably contacted us, this person must have some bad content in their search results. And that's why you've contacted us. And then the software takes another picture every single day and basically records the progress towards whatever we're trying to do. So every day we're capturing this into our database. And we take the information and we put it into a table. We record how different links move up and down. So for example, this is a table showing like 1 to 10 in your search results. The first result here, like right here, is tracked as this. The second result here is tracked as this. And we basically want, like when they come to us, they have these negative results in here, the red ones. I'll go over that. The red ones are the negative results. The green ones are the positive results. The gray ones are ones that aren't about me. So other people named Matt Earle, for example. And the whole goal, and the blue ones are actually things we create. So through those services we talked about, like public relations and personal suppression, we make these blue ones that are definitely good about you because we made them. Your top 10 to be all good ones that we create, all good ones you already had about you, and we want all the red ones to be out of the top 10. And that translates basically to you experiencing a positive situation in your real life, because people aren't finding this negative content. And we basically, here's a graph of that plotted over time, starting with the start point. So when the person comes to us, they have a few good ones, they have a few bad ones, and they have some stuff that's not about them. And we basically start publishing. So we're creating blue ones. And this is just the composition of the top 10. Almost think about each slot as 2 results out of the top 10. And as they progress, we publish more stuff. We push on the good ones that existed about them. We keep publishing, and we fill their top 10 with stuff we created, and we squeeze out the negative stuff about them over time. And that's really, this is a real graph of a campaign we did. And this is the process. And when the person is just operating in their normal life here, everyone's talking to them about the negative content in the red ones. And now when they're operating in their normal life, people are going, wow, I didn't know you did this, or I didn't know you did that. That's neat. You worked for that company. Whatever the content from all the created content is is what people are talking about. So this is our software. This is important because it makes us accountable to the results, and it makes the results like mathematical. Like you can say exactly how well you've done. It's not, I think it's better. We've actually mathematically changed your results according to this software. Here's the sales triggers. This is really important. So when you're going through your process with your client, these are the two places we think Reputation.ca is relevant. The first is when you sign on a new client, we can proactively audit their results, start monitoring their results, and build a protective content wall for them. This proactive approach will be beneficial at reducing the risk to a brand from any breach. So we think this makes sense that when you get the client in, we make it harder for bad content to come up. Because what's going to happen in a breach is you'll get you Google any of these companies like Equifax breach or something like that. There'll be all this media coverage about the breach, and if they had taken these steps in advance, then they could have made it so it would be much harder for that content to rank in Google and ruin their brand. And so we recommend a proactive approach, but also obviously, and this is what we've talked about more with Laura and with your company, and this is probably the more common situation where you'll be contacting us, is the person has a breach and then someone reports on it. A blog goes, client X has lost all of their data, and has leaked 3 million emails, and all the media content kind of will imply they were sloppy and they didn't handle it properly, and it's a big risk. They're trying to warn people that their data is out there, but it doesn't make the company look very good. It can happen to clients too, like individual clients as well. There's a bunch of situations where their search results will become damaged from a breach. But when you have that client who has negative content in Google because of the breach, that's when you should immediately think, right, we need to get Reputation.ca to come in and fix this problem, because it's a consequence of the breach, basically. How we work. So basically, you visit our website and enter the search term people use to Google your client. You get a quote by clicking on all the bad results, and I'm actually going to show you this right now. And then you confirm the timeline and budget is acceptable to remedy the problem, and then we complete the work to restore the client's reputation. Okay, so here's our website. And on our website, on most of the pages, they have a get quote tool like this. So I'm going to say Matt Earle, my name. I'm going to write get quote. And what this does is the software is going out to the search results. It's going out to Google and pulling in all my search results. And basically, I don't happen to have any negative search results. But if this, for example, was the negative breach article, like this was something saying Matt Earle was involved in a breach and he's a bad person or whatever, then you click this and our software immediately tells you how hard it would be to get this out of your top 10. And it's basically more difficult to get something from a higher position in your search results all the way down to out of your search results, depending, like for example, this one's a lot harder to get rid of than this one, because this one started off at 1. Like it has to go from 1 all the way to 11. This one has to go from 4 all the way to 11, which is only 7 positions instead of 10. But the software is more complicated than that, but it'll give you a quote for how difficult it is to deal with this problem. Okay. And then the tool will allow you to request a proposal, but you'll actually do this on behalf of your client. So you just write their name in here. And if they're a US based client, then they use google.com. If they're a UK based client, they use google.co.uk. We can add other search engines here as well. But basically you'd put the client's name in, that'll pull up their search results. You click on the bad ones they want to get rid of, and that'll give you a quote for how to do that. Okay, so that you're here now, you've got your quote. You confirm the timeline is and budget is, and like, I mean, this is a detail that you'll probably work out with Laura, work out with how the coverage works to deal with it. But you know, this is just how we envision it at this point. You confirm the timeline and budget is acceptable to remedy the problem. You give us the approval, and then we complete the work to restore your client's reputation. So that's actually getting a quote. You can see it's all very automated and simple, but I'll actually go through this part. So how we work, we work with the client to solve the problem. And we call that the engagement process. So we follow a time-tested and highly systematized process to consistently deliver results for our clients. Like, we've literally done this thousands of times. So we've figured out all the steps and, you know, really ironed out a process. This is a client who you've got a quote for, you've accepted the quote, and then you're saying, let's begin. So step one, we analyze the client's online presence and website and gather as much information as possible about the client. We send them a welcome email requesting missing details. So for example, if we're doing this about a person, we've got to get their resume, get their interests, gather as much possible information about the person, because we want to build them a big, powerful, positive reputation. So we have to engage with the person to collect information about them. So the client provides information. Our account manager will reach out and schedule a needs analysis call. They'll ask for clarity on what was provided and what the approach should be. And then we'll clarify the source material, determine the keywords to focus on, and then we'll create a reputation management plan. That plan will tell you what content's going to be created, what timeline it'll follow. So month one, we'll make this, and this. We're going to do search engine optimization on your results and give you a very precise idea that you can hold us accountable to of what's going to happen. That takes roughly 4 days. So you get the client, you get their quote, you analyze the results, you give us the go ahead. We are ready to go always. And within about a week, like given all these steps, you can have a plan for how you're going to deal with this for that client. As the campaign progresses, we provide weekly automated reports. We're tracking the results in the software, and we're continuing to update the client, hold meetings, review progress, and discuss results. And we basically iterate through that process according to the timeline we agreed to until we get the desired result for the client. That's it. That's everything, and I'm happy to answer any questions, as is Mike, who's widely available to clarify any of this, to talk you through specific situations or anything like that.